Whoa. That's probably the catfish we've been waiting for. I'm gonna have to keep this drag set very, very light. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming along again. My name's Corey with True North Outdoor Adventures. I really appreciate you coming along and sharing my fishing adventures with me. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and commenting. I love reading your comments. Looks like we have a big storm coming in this afternoon. I'm hoping we can get some crappie, maybe some white bass, maybe even some catfish to cooperate with us today. A friend of mine who's a really expert fisherman really reconfirmed for me last year something I've kind of always known, but I just needed to be reminded and shown in a really intense way. We probably caught 200 fish between the two of us this particular day. That really small bobbers make a big difference. Like that. Hey, smallmouth. Not the target species, but I am not going to begrudge a smallmouth. Absolutely not. I'm going to let him take his time too. He's staying down. There we go. And he picked up the caddisfly. See if we can get him in for y'all to see. There he is. Nice dark little bronze bomber. I love fishing this creek because it's only 12 minutes from me. It's basically in the heart of the city. There he goes. And there you go. Thank you, sir. A lot of fun on this little setup. And now you can catch 100 more fish on this. Hey, fish number 2. Maybe we found a smallmouth hole here. I bet we did. They're probably stacked up in that fast water where it's coming into the main pool. Oh, this is a long ear. What did I tell you? The long ears, for a fish this size, and look how pretty they are. I mean, that is a heck of a fight. Look how fat that fish is. Aren't they beautiful? Many would say that's the prettiest fish there is in the Midwest. Big old belly. There we go. Rock bass? Alright. Rock bass on the caddisfly. 3 species, that's fun. Fun. Maybe we can get 5 species today. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna guess a long ear. Another beautiful long ear. That's what they do. They dart out from those underwater little ledges. Oh, they're so pretty. They are so pretty. There we go. Oh wow. What is that? I think that's a long ear. Or a green sunfish, I mean. Species number 4. We'll take it. Boy, it's the land of the little things. Look at the belly on that boy. Oh, that's a pot-bellied little green sunny. Hey, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. Oh, looky, looky. Target species. Species number 5. We got a black crappie. That's good to know they're holding in here. But I got my 2-pound set up here, and I'm putting a gulp minnow on the bottom jig, and then I've got a fly, a Bimbo skunk fly, with a Nico waxworm on it. Very different color combination than what we had been using. That might be a crappie, the way it took it down. Look at that! What is up with the cannonball belly green sunfish here? Well, they've all been fat. Look at the belly on that thing. Whew. Makes me wonder if that hasn't laid its eggs yet. All right, one for the gulp minnow. And the way it took it, I thought I had a crappie there for a hot second, for a hot minute. Yep. No way. Nice crappie on the on the hair jig. On the Bimbo skunk slash Nico waxworm. And I snagged him in the tail with my other one. So I'm gonna keep working on a stringer. I can always let these go, but if I catch 4 or 5, that's a good little fish fry for me. There's a reservoir upstream of where I'm fishing, and throughout the trip the current can change in this creek based on water outlets on the reservoir. So sometimes your little pockets that hold fish can move by a few feet based on water volume and how fast or slow it's coming out. So the current's kind of changing throughout the day. So you might catch fish in one pocket and then all of a sudden it goes dead because the fish are now like 5 to 10 feet away somewhere else. Kind of makes it challenging. Oh, something did grab it. Oh, you know what? We might. No, it's a greenie. Might have a little bluegill in them. I don't know. This setup definitely casts better. The bobber has more weight to it. I am very weak with hunger. Got the shakes. I didn't bring any food. I'm probably only good for about another hour, I'd say. Whoa. That's probably the catfish we've been waiting for. I'm gonna have to keep this drag set very, very light. Yeah, we either got a big bass or a catfish, folks. I'm guessing it's a channel cat, and we're gonna be playing this fish for a long time. First cast with the new setup. I put the 2-pound line back on. I don't think I've ever landed a catfish on 2-pound line. This could be real interesting. No hook set required on this one. He smashed it. Yeah, it's a channel cat, I think. Yeah, it has to be. It's not even a big one, but man, on this setup, this thing feels massive. I just got to keep him from cutting me off on some limestone here. Just got to be patient. Patient. Perfect eating size fish. You got me all slimed up. There we go. Whoa. Caught him on that little Bimbo skunk fly. Caught lots of catfish on that thing. Now, that's a perfect eating size channel. It's coming home. I actually double stringered them because they can twist so much they can actually break that, pop those things off. Yeah, a lot of times if you put one right in front of their nose and they're cruising by, they'll just crush it. This gets pretty sketch right here. I had a turtle bite off one of my crappies here once. Scared the pants off of me. Well, that concludes our adventure in the creek. Let me show you the fish that we kept. We caught 5 different species today. I'm gonna eat that guy tonight. It's a 17 and a half channel cat. And then a couple crappie, one's 9 and one's 8 3/4. Good eating size. I'm bacheloring it this week, so I'll have a deer roast and some fried fish with my oldest daughter and my son-in-law. Let me show you what we were using today. Really tiny stuff. Setup 1, there's our little cork float. That's what we caught the catfish on. That's a little Bimbo skunk bead jig. He's a great guy out of Wisconsin. You can order his stuff online, Bimbo skunk jigs. And then I had a little gulp minnow on there. Yeah, I forgot to tell you too, that's a Nico waxworm on there. You can just catch fish after fish and they don't pull them apart, and they're scented as well. So did good on that. And in the other setup, this little Thill bobber. I love these weighted bobbers. They're very tiny. On the bottom, had a trout magnet head with little Nico caddisfly. I love that lure. That's a new color I'm trying, but it did great. And then this little trout magnet or crappie magnet body on a little 1/80th ounce mule jig. I just love fishing creeks. That creek's kind of my happy place, and I hope you have a place that makes you feel like a kid and gives you joy. That's how I feel when I'm in a creek. So hey, if you want to try some Nico products, I really love their baits. If you go to the Nico website and you can enter TNOA, that's a discount code, and you'll get a discount off your order. So thanks for coming along, and we'll do it again.